What up, YouTube? So I wanted to talk about the Heartbreaker and just do a quick video. I know Heartbreaker is crazy right now. Everyone's running it. But I've seen so many different versions of the Heartbreaker build, and I kind of understand why people are doing other versions. And I've got several versions that I've been testing. Uh, but considering the mask, so some people run the catharsis mask. And yes, it does give you um, weapon damage, right? 30 stacks, which is good as far as weapon damage. But I kind of landed on the fact that you still want damage to armor, and you kind of want the Fox's Prayer knee pads 8% because it's multiplicative damage. And I've fought people with the Catharsis mask, the Coyote mask, because what they're doing is they're putting the red mask on and then they're swapping the gloves, putting Fenris, right, to get more base damage. But when I fight those guys, they still lose face tanking and all kinds of stuff. They still lose. Part of the reason they lose is one, you do need to use the Kingbreaker for the 20% damage. So the build right now, I'm pretty much maxed out to my level. I'm level 5 expertise. It's been crazy trying to farm all these gear and resources and stuff like that to max out. I've been basically donating everything, but then when you donate a lot, you need to get materials, right? So I'm level 5 expertise. And when we look at the build, let's start with the Kingbreaker. It's completely maxed out right now. I got 5% weapon damage, right? When you're running the Heartbreaker builds, because people are running different versions, I've fought all the different versions of Heartbreaker in PvP. People who are running the Catharsis mask or the Coyote mask and they're putting on Fenris gloves, I fought them and I beat them with this. People who are running the spotter chest piece, right? They'll run spotter chest piece and they'll swap out, let's say, the gloves. I beat them with this. Um, this is me face tanking people with Heartbreaker, right? So to beat people, I think you need to go for the 8% armor and the Fox's Narrow knee pads. Don't do the mask for now, because even though the mask is giving you base damage, right? It's giving you 30% weapon damage. It does reset. Like if you hit 30, you lose all your stacks and everything. But when I'm fighting people um, with this, I don't lose any base damage. If you're gonna fight people, first you need a Kingbreaker. It's it even beats the Eagle Bearer, right? So I've seen people use the Eagle Bearer to do damage, but it's not enough. The Kingbreaker has much bigger base damage than the Eagle Bearer, plus you're getting the 20%. So you do need the Kingbreaker when you're fighting people. Obviously, you need an ACS 12. So because I'm at expertise level 5, I've maxed out the Kingbreaker, 5% weapon damage, assault rifle, all that good stuff, right? Then I maxed out the ACS right now. It's completely maxed out, 5% weapon damage, right? So build your stacks, and when you build your stacks to 100, which is fairly quickly, it takes like 5 seconds to shoot people build stacks, you need to immediately switch to the Kingbreaker and just burn them down. That's how people are winning. So the mask, right? Armor, crit chance, 5% armor. So that's completely maxed out right now because I'm only at level 5, but that's maxed out. Backpack, right? Armor, crit chance, crit damage, 5% armor on the backpack, maxed out. Chest piece, armor, crit chance. I don't have a 6% crit chance mod, so I'm using 5.9, but it doesn't matter. I'm still at 60% crit chance. And this piece also 5%. Everything is 5% right now. Holster, armor, 5% armor, crit damage. And then the knee pads, right? Armor, 5% armor, crit chance, everything maxed out. And of course the gloves. Armor, 5% damage, crit chance. So I'm 60% crit chance, 69% crit damage. Obviously, because I'm specking everything into blues, right? But it's, this is crazy. Like, I fought 2, 3 people at once. And 2 guys with a heartbreaker and 1 guy without, and I still was able to beat him. How you play matters, right? You do have to hit your drone and certain things at a certain time, but at this point, like, this set is just OP as fuck. And no matter what they do, they could be running the mask and they'll put on Fenrir's gloves. It doesn't matter. It's still, you're not beating the multiplicative damage that I'm getting from everything else. Some people put Seska. So let's see what other versions I had. I had this version where I was using the perfect spotter. The problem is with using this is you're not getting the full 100 stacks. You're only getting 50 stacks capped, and those stacks disappear too fast when you find people in PvP. You need the chest piece in the backpack, 100%. I already tested it. You're not gonna last with just the backpack. So this is no good. I've tested this build right here. This is the use the Seska to get crit chance and then use the Fox's pair, right? Okay, not bad. But you're still losing out 8% damage to armor. So is the crit chance really worth? I'm still at 60 on the other build, right? So why would you use Seska if you can get to 60 as long as you max everything out? Um, there's really no reason to do this because then you're losing out on the Petrov gloves, 8% damage to armor, which is huge, multiplicative damage, right? So then this version doesn't work either because you're losing out. Then I had another version, this version right here, where I was using the mask and then the Fox's per knee pads for the hit for the damage, right? But even with the mask right now, it's the thing about the mask is it's very, again, you have to build the stacks, and then even if you build the stacks, you could lose the stacks. It's very, I guess if you're in a team setting, maybe like 2, 3 players, then you could probably just max out your mask and run the mask. But if you're solo, it's gonna be a little hard because you need that damage right away. You can't wait to build it up. So yeah. So then this version is not the best either for solo at least. So I've basically stuck to this version. I've got 1.9 million armor. Most people I fight, they have 1.8. That's because they're not maxing out yet their percentage armor on each piece. Right, mine is all at level 5. Even the guns are level 5 right now. So yeah, this is it right here. Um, I was face tanking everybody with this, and all the other heartbreakers lost so far. You know, once in a while somebody will kill me, but it'll be circumstantial. Like, yes, I got shot in the back by somebody else or something like that. Yeah, the journey continues, so I gotta continue max out the levels. I have no idea what the actual expertise max is. 10 maybe? It can't be 20. There's no way. 20 would be like 20% extra damage. That's, if anybody knows, let me know, because I have no idea. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. This Heartbreaker OP shit. Laters.